Okay, we're gonna edit it out, honey, because I don't know how to spell people's names.
Well, then I'll just let you say it.
Go ahead and comment below right now before this video starts. Who do you think is gonna win? Hi everyone, this is Caroline reminding you that you are created beautifully. Today we have a special video for you all. It is the Not So Newlywed Challenge game. This weekend we are celebrating 18 years of marriage, 18 years of God's amazing grace to us. We're basically gonna do it like the old Newlywed game. We have 18 questions that we're gonna go through, and we are gonna try to find out who knows each other better. When your spouse was a child, what did they want to be when they grew up? Okay, so yours says go to the Air Force?
Yes.
No, that was when I was in high school.
Okay.
The answer, the most obvious, honey, I told you I wanted
To be a missionary.
Wow, my sister Mia, we had this conversation. You know this. We've actually had this conversation last weekend.
You and Mia?
Yes.
Well, I wasn't there.
Even my sisters. Wow, that's horrible.
Missionary?
Okay.
You hate going to missionary.
I know. Then I grew up and I realized that's not what I want to do.
I don't know about that. Never heard of it.
Okay.
When I was a kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this question is kind of...
It said when you were a kid. Tell the truth. Was this right?
No, I never wanted to be a rugby player when I was a kid.
Okay, so how are we staying married this long? Okay, next question. Name the country your partner would love to visit. All right.
Oh.
But you don't know this one, but I know.
You have no.
Yep.
You have no country though.
Go.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Yes,
right.
that's
1 point. What is yours?
I talk about it all the time.
France? No.
You never talk about going anywhere.
That's true. I don't want to leave the U.S.
Yeah, I knew that. But the question said name a country.
Yeah, but it's still the truth about us. You know what? I think we both get a point for that because you did say it.
I said it out
Yeah,
loud.
okay.
You're the one who said just put a.
No,
put
I know, but I
country.
meant put something. That's what I meant is put
Okay.
anything. Okay. So we're just going to put scores here because sometimes I forget.
1-1.
Yeah. That one was the easy one. I already knew that.
One.
Okay. What's your partner's least favorite household chore?
I'm gonna get you on this one.
Because I'm just saying this because it's something you never do. 1, 2, 3. That's very easy because yes, he's absolutely right.
No.
What's your least favorite?
Folding clothes.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Name 2 of your spouse's grandparents. Okay, we're gonna edit it out, honey, because I don't know how to spell people's names.
Well, then I'll just let you
2,
say
3. Let me see. Yes.
1 point each.
Let me just lift it up. Okay, I'm not gonna try to memorize it anymore. Outside of their career, what's something your spouse considers themselves naturally talented at? Did I read it right?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Let me see. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's your partner's favorite smell?
Ooh.
Okay, even if it's around that same area,
Yeah.
let's consider it, okay? What? Hurry up.
Yeah.
Come on.
All
Ready,
right.
set, go.
What is that?
What is yours?
Shampoo, clean hair.
Yes. No? Let me see.
What?
No. No, wait. What's the answer?
Yeah, I like the smell of clean hair though. I do.
I know.
I do.
That was one of the things that
Yeah.
you liked about
Yeah, I
me.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is there an actual scent?
I like the apple,
You do?
the green apple shampoo smell.
Uh-huh.
But you get a point for that.
Okay.
I don't get a point for cinnamon?
No.
You don't like cinnamon at all?
If anything, it would be lavender. That's what I have in the house all the time. So we're tied.
How did you get more than me?
Wait, no, go back through. Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, I was leading.
Yeah.
I just add one to mine so we can tie because you had yourself on the lead.
Did I?
All right. What's your partner's favorite flavor of ice cream?
That's easy.
Yeah, out of all the flavors, this is your favorite.
But you know what my real favorite is? Because it just came to me. Peanut butter chocolate.
All the ways there are to die, which does your partner fear the most?
You don't really have fears, to be honest, about dying, do you?
No, but I do have mine that if you guess, I don't think we ever really talk about this, but I just know yours.
As much death we always talk about, I know that's
Well,
funny.
the thing,
No, I
because
know.
you talk a lot about it. So I don't ever talk about this.
Ready, go.
What is that? Stabbing? No.
No.
You rather die first.
Yeah, no, okay, so the way I took the question is actual, like stabbing.
I know that, but we don't have any of those.
No, I do actually do. I do. I don't want to die in an airplane going into the water. Like, every time we're on the plane, that's what I think about.
That's what you would want, is the airplane going to the
No,
water.
I don't want
Not
the
going
I
to
don't
the
want the
land.
airplane to go on anything.
You want the
Basically, I don't want to
plane to go
die
on
on an
the land?
airplane. I don't want to die on an airplane.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's better to die in an airplane explosion than you die instantly. You don't wanna drown.
I don't want to die.
What does your partner typically look forward to the most about the weekend?
Ooh, I already know this one.
Yes.
Set, go.
Yes.
No.
All right,
Actually,
one more.
that's
Let's go.
true. Wait, hold on.
What is a personality trait your partner dislikes about themselves?
Ready?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We really know what
We
we
know
hate.
that. Okay.
Who is someone your partner considers to be a mentor,
Oh, that's
or who
easy.
has been a strong positive influence on their professional development?
Professional?
I mean, so that's a
Okay.
or, you know.
All right, ready?
Hold on.
Set. Go. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Next.
How did your partner spend their summers as a child?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
No, not picking apricots.
What?
I'm gonna give it to you. It's cutting apricots. I didn't pick no apricots.
I don't know. I know it's apricot. Swimming, yes. Does your partner consider themselves more likely their mother or their father in terms of personality?
Whoa.
I know.
Okay. Personality. Personality.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes?
Yes. What purchase is your partner is currently considering? What's on their wish list?
1, 2, 3. Yes. No? It was either this or a computer, but we just got the computer.
No. I'm
What's
not
on your
even
wish
thinking
list?
about it. I want a 49er jersey.
Oh. You're so...
I really
But
want.
you always know our TV super old. Which excuse does your spouse use most frequently? Ready, set, go. Okay, what is... We're such losers.
I didn't hear you.
So-
Hey, that's not an excuse. I seriously didn't hear you.
Oh my god. I didn't hear you say that. Alright, lies. Lies.
I
Okay.
never hear you, man. Yeah.
What would your spouse say is more romantic? A picnic at the beach as the sun sets over the ocean, A. A homemade dinner served by candlelight, B. A quiet table at a fancy restaurant, C. Ready?
Yes.
Is that true for you? That's wrong. Are you serious? The beach is my favorite place to be. How did you get a B? I don't never want to be at home.
But the home cook, yeah, I don't know.
No, I got a point. If your spouse were lost while driving in a foreign city, he or she would most likely A, pretend not to be lost, B, stop and ask for directions, C, stop and buy a map. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't pretend though.
You do. You always pretend. We'll stay lost forever. And last one, finally. If your spouse had to name a reality TV show that sums up your marriage. A, Survivor. B, Fear Factor. C, The Osbournes. D, Punked. Just to end this video, I want, because this is more on the funny side, but I guess the question will be, I'm going to throw it out to you into the best, put your thinking cap on, honey. What would your advice be for other couples to get to the 18-year mark? What would your best advice for them be? And then expand a little bit.
Over the last 18 years, one thing that I would really recommend is honesty. Yeah, it's just so much easier. Marriage is so much easier when you're being honest, not only for yourself, but for your spouse as well. But mostly for yourself. When you're being honest from the beginning, you could avoid a lot of trauma, a lot of headache. Honesty is a good character to have. Yeah, when you lie, it's a sign of you trying to cover yourself. It's a selfish act. Lying, it's something you do when you try to protect yourself, try to cover yourself. But what lying really does, it hurts the other person. I know I used to think that by lying, I'm like protecting them. You know, they don't know because it's gonna hurt them. You know, like, I mean, the reality is you're protecting yourself, and you're not, and the other person is just stringed along. Advice is to be honest.
Yeah. So I think the one thing that I would say about encouraging couples to get to the 18 mark, which I think is huge. Honestly, when you get to the double digits and you're still married, is a huge accomplishment for any couple, any family. Okay, so let's just talk about for a thriving marriage. I think especially towards the end of our, getting closer to our 18-year mark, I would say that, and I know it may sound cliche to a lot of people, but putting God first. And this is what I mean when I say putting God first. So like, even beyond what I want, I put him first. Like, if, let's say, so when he's talking about honesty, like, let's say he tells me something that I really don't want to hear initially, and I want to hold unforgiveness. Like, putting God first is like, dude, I'm hurt, I feel like he should be punished or whatever. I'm putting God first. God talks about forgiveness, so I'm doing what God wants me to do versus what I want. Also, putting God first is like, would put him first at certain times in the marriage, because it would be God's will for us. So like, instead of just our own wants, does that make sense? Like, we would get the benefits of putting God first because God's ways are always so much better. Putting God first, like what he wants in your marriage, let that be the most important thing. Not what I want, not what he wants, but what God wants.
And just to kind of like go a little bit deeper to clarify that, like, and even though you feel like, oh, if I tell the truth, she's gonna leave me, you know, like, so why would I tell her the truth so she can leave me? I mean, that's not what God wants you to do. God wants you to tell the truth.
And then you just leave it in God's hands.
Yeah, you should always, you should fear God more than you fear
Fear
your
each
wife.
other. Yeah.
But that was hard for me. You know, it took some time for me to realize that, yeah,
Fear me.
I gotta fear God first, so I need to listen to Him. I should put Him first. So whatever He wants me to do, which is to be honest, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to when we're saying to put God first, it's ultimately that you're trusting that when I put Him first, because He's such a loving God, like He has me, my best interest is at hand too. So it's not like you're just throwing it up in the air like, oh, it's this empty thing. It's like He loves me. So why wouldn't I trust Him with it, even if it's uncomfortable for me? Like if, like you said with your example, like, oh, she's gonna leave or he's gonna leave if I say this. But you're putting it into somebody's hand, which is God, and you're trusting like, dude, He has your best interest. Regardless if things don't work out the way you want it, like He has your best interest. But it really is our heart. Yeah. It's putting God first, and then honesty is the best policy. Please don't forget to subscribe and like and hit that notification button so that you are notified every time I post a new video. As always, God bless you all. Bye. Deuces. You don't know.
I know.
I don't know how to spell it. I'm going to edit this out too.